We will make America safe again. We will make America strong again. And we will make America great again. I love you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jerry Hicks, also known as the Dark Wolf.
And I'm CD Spivey.
And this is Censored Freedom. How you doing this week, CD?
You still sound like that radio douchebag, man. What the hell?
You know, I was telling somebody at work this the other day.
Censored Freedom.
We know a guy who absolutely has got the smoothest radio voice ever.
Yeah.
Right. And getting in radio, I figured I'd get some kind of radio voice. Mm-hmm. I ended up with the 80s douchebag. I don't know why. Also known as Duff Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like the Kool-Aid Man.
I can pull that one off pretty well. One of the few, I guess, impressions I can do right. It's a good impression. One of the best impressions. I can't do that one. No.
It's terrific. It's wonderful. It's the best impression you've ever seen. Yes. Yeah. I need the hair. You know.
You know, you could do it. You and Shane Gillis, you'd give him a run for his money.
Was that Sean? What's his face? Sean Farish.
Oh yes,
he is the freaking best. You know, I'm going to go ahead and push this, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and tag it too because I love these people. They are freaking awesome. It's called The Mean Show. It's in the mornings on X. And it's Sean Farish and some friends that get together and they do the voices of Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. They do all these voices. And it is freaking funny.
Dude.
If you ever get a chance in the morning to tune in to The Mean Show or you see a recording of it on X, tune into it, check it out, give it as many views as you can. They are awesome.
Now, I didn't quite understand. Mean as in MEAN or meme as in MEME?
No, The Mean Show. Yeah, they're mean. They are very mean.
Gotcha.
They are
gotcha.
mean. Well, they're mean to each other, but they're still friends. They're awesome.
Right. I get you. Kind of like us. Dicks to each other, but still great friends.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of dicks, the left.
What a segue.
You can tell we don't plan our segues at all.
We don't plan any of this shit.
Trump's cabinet picks have been receiving a lot of hatred from the dicks on the left. The oh-so-tolerant left.
Oh, yeah, the loving, tolerant, the butterfly left. Oh, speaking of butterflies, too, one more sidebar. We are on Blue Cry, or Blue Sky. Blue Sky. It's where the Democrats ran to cry about Trump winning. So we are there. And, I mean, if you're on there, you know, and you're a Democrat, basically I'm just a bull in the china shop just trying to freaking hurt your feelings. That's all I'm there for, really. Fuck y'all. If you kick me off, you kick me off. I don't give a shit.
I like that picture you posted the other day of the bull in the china shop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Blue Cry. Oh, and the thing about the butterfly, real quick. The butterfly symbol is supposed to be a symbol for child sex trafficking.
Really?
And they're using that symbol as their social media.
Wow. Oh, wow. I was going to shout out Blue Sky. I'm not shouting out to Blue Sky now.
Why don't you guys just come out and say, hey, we're pedophiles?
Right? I mean, just admit it at this point. Everyone knows.
Freaking Democrats.
At least they didn't use the bear. That would have been really obvious.
Oh, God. You're a teddy bear.
Anyway, speaking of the insane, crazy left, they have been going after the cabinet picks that Trump has put in place.
Yeah, Ramaswamy, Homan, there's been a few that have been getting swatting and death threats and bomb threats to their homes.
And apparently you said Homan is one of them?
Homan is one of them that actually came out and said, yeah, this is what's happening to him at his home, and he has taken his family away from the house, and the only time they're there is when he's there.
So major precautions are being taken to avoid the stupidity.
Yeah. So I mean, Holman's got a gun collection that probably dwarfs mine. So I could imagine that he's ready for whatever stupidity that the left really levels at him. But the problem is, I don't think at this point that they would really do anything, because I think they know it's a suicide mission.
You think they're just using terroristic? I mean,
you are freaking you are holy and going to the Lord like Thomas Crooks.
And if not, they'll be holy if they try to do something to him.
Heavily ventilated.
Well, it looks like he is stepping up into this role of border czar. Again, a name that I absolutely detest.
Yeah, I need to quit using the word czar, but whatever.
Right, that comes from Soviet Russia. I don't like that in our language.
Border boss.
You know what? That fits him, right? Old bald-headed border boss. That fits him really well. Yeah. Well, he's warned that he will double down on these sanctuary cities if they try to interfere with his deportation operation.
Yeah, the mayor of Colorado, Mike Johnson, and of course Gruesome Newsom, they're both, defending their illegal alien population over the safety of their citizens to, increase their electoral base. I mean, what other purposes? I know they're using these people as tools. And
slave labor. Don't forget cheap labor.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. Democrats are still coming out and supporting slavery.
Straight up.
Who's gonna pick our fruit? We gotta have the slaves. It's like, of course you do, you freaking scumbag. You
gotta have the illegals to pick the cotton and pick the
instead of the minority population that was doing it in the 1860s. Now it's.
What did Pelosi say? Oranges? What was the? You remember?
I forget what Nazi Pelosi said, but I'm sure
it was like picking crops. I think she mentioned like oranges or something. We need them to pick the crops. We've got to have their help. Crops. Do you realize what you just said, woman? Like, really?
Yeah, when I don't get my bath, I take it out on the slaves. Yeah, her vodka fueled diatribe. Yeah, she says some really dumb shit that basically shows their hand as to who they really are.
Oh, absolutely. That's how we know about the wrap up smear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think she was fucked up for that, too. It's like, this is how a wrap-up smear happens. It's like, and then she basically told us exactly how they did freaking the Trump-Russia thing.
Right.
It's exactly the way they did it. They told one news agency, news agency told another news agency, and then all of a sudden it became true.
Yeah, because they kept referring back to it.
Surprise.
They call that propaganda.
Yeah, well...
But no wonder they want to keep messing with Tom, because he is doubling down on this initiative to deport these guys. And the mayor over at Denver, Mike Johnson, has even threatened to use police to protect the illegals.
Do you know that Homan is threatening to arrest these mayors?
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
And governors, mayors, anybody who stands in the way, he's going to arrest them. Have them arrested.
So, where does that fine line of state sovereignty fall when it comes to something like this?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this in one of our last episodes, that naturalization it lands in the hands of Congress,
not a state.
Which is not. No, it's not a state's issue. It's not a states' rights issue at all.
And not the state congresses, because each state has its own little Congress too.
Well, that's a federal authority.
So it lies with the federal Congress, not state Congress.
That is a federal authority in Article 1, Section 8 of the United States Constitution.
I just want to make sure we make that very, very clear.
So, when you outline the federal authorities, you go to Article 1, Section 8, 18 enumerated powers. That's where they are. You go straight to there and go, okay, there's what they're supposed to do. And then there's a bunch of shit that they're not supposed to do that they're actually doing. And that's actually what, Elon Musk and Ramaswamy are going after, is all of the bullshit that they're doing that they don't really have the authority to do.
Right. Or just spending or wasting money on stuff they've got no business doing at all, whether they have authority or not.
Yeah, and that's the other thing with propaganda is they're shoving this shit. You know, the Democrats are shoving this crap into the news media that the HUD, no, education, no, healthcare, no, all, those three right there, no authority by the federal government at all.
None. But as a matter of fact,
they shove it into the brain of the mushy brained idiots, you know, that watch these shows that, you know, they don't really pay attention to much else, but then they get on freaking, you know, Blue Cry and Twitter or X. I'm sorry, X. Love you, X. And then they
start parroting.
Yeah, they parrot all of this bullshit that they heard on BSNBC 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
And it's bullshit. It's crap.
And you can tell the ones that listen to like BSNBC.
Oh yeah, I've got one of them trolling me on Blue Cry right now.
And everything they say is just, it's like, where did you hear this nonsense?
Yeah.
Where did you hear this goofy lies at, dude?
Yeah. I'm actually going to Blue Cry right now because I really want to call this freaking idiot out. Here we go. Westy Gal at Blue. Okay, it's all lowercase West YGAL at Blue Sky.
Is that his name?
Her name? Well, it's a gal, so I'm guessing it's,
this is a Democrat we're talking about.
Oh yeah, it's a him her or whatever.
Him her they zip zing zong zoom.
Anyway, fuck you. Fucking trolling the shit out of me right now, and I just love it. I just love it. And it's like all of the shit that they're pushing is okay. You know, Trump and his Putin-style lieutenants have already announced targets of prosecution with threats against their lives and treason by their definition. What?
Where's this list at? Because I don't know anything about this list of people that they've.
No, well, this is basically when I think this is from me. What was this? Okay, here's my post. American citizens, your current administration, not the next one, is the one actively trying to kill you. That was my post.
Gotcha.
And then they come up with this, Trump, Putin, and the list of people he's trying to kill, in treason or shut the fuck up, you moron.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, and this actually goes to anybody over on Blue Sky also listening who thinks that we're wrong on this. If a person commits treason against this country, should they pay the price for treason?
Call me a bleeding heart. I don't think death at this point should be the punishment. I don't think the old style bullet to the head is really what needs to happen to these people. No, I don't. Do they need to spend some time in prison? In a Club Med, lock up, 20 hours a day in a cell? Yes. Fuck yeah. They need to spend some time in prison. Because they screwed this country out of a lot of money, a lot of lives.
They were selling offices. They were selling power. They were selling this country
Absolutely.
out to other countries, period. That's treason. That should be dealt with accordingly. Personally, I'm going to disagree with you. I think that's the only time I would ever go for the death penalty for maximum punishment is treason against this country.
The problem with that right now is how the optics of that and how that makes us. They're already saying we're trying to kill them. They have obviously committed treason. And yes, the punishment for treason right now is death.
Yes.
And they're like, they're trying to kill us.
Are they admitting treason?
Are they? Yeah. Are you admitting treason? Really?
I mean, honestly, if you're that scared, are you legit admitting treason at that point?
It's like, no, I don't want you. I seriously do not want you dead. Okay, whoever you are, even Westy Gal, idiot, I don't want you dead. Okay, that's not what I want. Do I want you to see the light and actually maybe read the fucking Constitution and figure out what our country's really about? Yes, I do.
Absolutely. Now, to common people, no. I don't think that there should be any harshness upon the ones that have chosen to follow the Democrat or Republican or Independent or any other party.
The mushy-brained idiots. Basically, if they started actually reading something, they're not as stupid as as they seem they are. They're not.
They're just believing what they've been told.
They're parroting and believing what they have been told.
That's it.
This shit needs to stop.
Well,
you think for yourself. Quit being told what to think and then going with it.
I agree. And if the tables were turned, what would their answer be? If the tables were turned and they were accusing Republicans,
yeah, but they're so goddamn indoctrinated right now that they can't see the actual research that's in opposition to their ideas.
Right. Well, they don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to.
They don't want to. I think is at that point it's right there. All you got to do is look at it. That's it.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, you've got propaganda machines like MSDNC, ABC, CBS, NBC.
All of them.
CNN, all feeding you the same line
Fox,
of bullshit.
kiss my ass.
Fox is just as bad.
Just as fucking bad.
If not a little worse, because they've got Republicans that actually trust them that they're purposely misleading.
Yes.
So I would say they're even worse than the ones that we know are misleading, right? Yeah. If you are acting like you're my friend and constantly leading me in the wrong path purposely, that's not my friend.
Yeah.
That's Fox News. And, of course, we know all of this.
As long as you have Juan Williams on, you're a piece of shit.
We know that all of this is coming from these higher-up intelligence agencies putting their hand in these news networks, in the media organizations.
Smith-Mundt Modernization Act. I have been pushing it on social media now for the last 3 weeks.
Good.
Just cramming that down everybody's throat. Like, look, this is the reason why you think the way you think right now is because you have been indoctrinated and you can't seem to think for yourself.
Exactly.
I'm starting. My Alex Jones is coming out.
Oh, I love it. It's going to be standing up and pounding on the table here in a minute.
It's going to be 1776 in there right now.
I've got the documents.
Holy shit. We're coming off. We're going off the rails.
Way off the rails. Not as far off as the FBI, though.
Yeah.
But he's taking these shots, this antagonism, this taunting to the intelligence community.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you. So even for
and your shit's so retarded. What I do is just that.
I couldn't have described Chuck any better myself.
Yeah.
So we know the intelligence agencies have been doing their best to get back at Trump, to stop Trump, to defeat Trump, everything they can to stop Trump. But now Trump and the Republicans have gained the entire of Washington. We've got the House, we've got the Senate, and we've got the White House.
Yeah, it was a complete and total referendum.
And in this referendum, we told Trump to do what he feels necessary to fix this country. In such, he has put Kash Patel as the head of the FBI. I personally could not be happier about that choice.
Are you about to punch me in the head for eating M&Ms on the microphone?
No, just for rattling the plastic to get the damn things open. Not supposed to eat on the air. That's actually a rule.
Yeah, whatever. I don't believe in rules.
M&M's, ladies and gentlemen, M&M's. Quick shout out to M&M for no reason at all because we do not get paid.
No, yeah, this is all pro bono.
But anyway, Patel has been set to head of the FBI. Now, McCabe's scared, Bubba. McCabe is shaking, for real. He says that Patel's placement signals Trump's intent to disrupt or dismantle the organization. Now, personally, right?
No shit, Sherlock.
Personally, I think we should dismantle the FBI. I've got a personal bit of vendetta against them, but yeah, I think we should get rid of them.
Only because you had a discussion with the FBI because of your past
Facebook posts,
Facebook and broadcast history. So, and no. At no time have I ever seen any posts that you have put up that have been violent.
None have been. And they actually admitted everything I said was under free speech. There was no violence. There was no, like, threats, nothing. They just felt that they should come talk to me. Yeah, no. Being a patriot and all. So, yeah, I've got a little bit of a axe to grind with them because they thought I was more than I was. Or they just don't want me talking, one of the two. Anyway, I would love to see them dismantled. What do you think? Do you want to see the FBI dismantled?
No. We do need a clandestine intelligence force for the defense of the nation.
I'll agree with that.
I don't think the CIA is it.
No.
The CIA is incredibly destructive and has gone
rogue.
They've been rogue for decades.
Right.
When they admitted that they killed freaking Kennedy, they've basically admitted that they introduced cocaine and crack cocaine into the black population.
That was in the 80s.
Yeah. Trafficking, what is that? The Contra shit, trafficking guns.
Contraband to Contra.
Yeah.
And they
could have been involved in Fast and Furious. I don't know that. It could have been.
Now, hold on. Those two that you just mentioned, the cocaine and Contra, were absolutely connected. You know that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
They were doing the cocaine to fund the Contras.
Yes.
100%. So, yes, the CIA is in very, very bad shape for the things they've done. As a matter of fact, the reason they killed Kennedy was because he wouldn't sign off on a false flag operation to go to war with Cuba because they'd done nothing.
You mentioned Operation Northwoods?
Yes,
right?
That is correct. Absolutely. Yeah. And remember, everything you mentioned at one time was a conspiracy theory. We were crazy to even think such things would happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the CIA is incredibly destructive. The FBI, I think, can be. A lot of people just need to clear out your desk. I mean, there's a lot of people saying that they're going to quit, and I'm like, well, that saves HR a lot of fucking time.
Right.
Go ahead and do that.
Help us taxpayers out. Get off our damn. Get off our payroll. Yes.
Golf Foxtrot Yankee. I mean, go find something else to do. Flip burger somewhere.
Go find yourself. Yes.
Yeah. Now Christopher Wray is being told stay close to DC because your presence is going to be demanded.
Not requested, demanded, according to Mr. Higgins.
Yeah, you're going to have subpoenas coming, Bubba.
Higgins has been on his ass for a while, and he's not relenting. He's been all over Ray's ass for the weaponization of the FBI in the false flag operation of J6.
Yeah, and basically Higgins now, I think he knows where the bodies are buried.
Yeah,
when it comes to J6,
he's got the documents.
Yeah, I've got the documents right here. Yeah, all right. Thanks, Alex. Sit down, calm down, have a cigarette. But yeah. Also, the Mar-a-Lago raid, and what really blows me away, what did Melania's underwear drawer had to do with any of that shit other than maybe they were trying to find toys to sniff? I don't know.
They were probably trying to find toys to steal if they were Democrat.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
You know those guys love... Never mind. I'm sure they had a secondary reason to be digging through Melania's.
I'm sure there's a large swath of the FBI population that's hey.
And that one sick fuck walking out the door. I don't have video evidence of that, but I'm sure it happened.
As close as he's going to come to East European hookers. Sorry. Shit, I shouldn't have said that, huh?
Close as he's going to come to East European anything.
I'm an asshole, I know.
He's an asshole. But the intelligence communities we know have been trying to get Trump. Remember the Lisa Strzok and Peter, whatever the hell is
Peter Strzok and Lisa Page.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
The two lovers that basically their text messages lay basically the Trump Russia what is it the insurance
right
out. It lays it all out. It was what it was. It was a wrap up smear. It's total bullshit. That's why old Westy gal doing this whole Trump Russia thing and Trump Putin thing just makes me scratch my head. Is like, Did you read any of that shit before you typed any of this? It's like, remove your fucking head from your ass, please.
Russia, Russia, Russia. Boogeyman, boogeyman, boogeyman. Be scared. Boogeyman, be scared, please.
It's like Christopher Steele. What is that? Konstantin Kalimnik. What did you have? McCabe. All of that shit it basically was fabricated in a CIA basement.
As well as you've got the laptop from hell that they stopped the news from covering.
Yeah.
And you've got the 50 intelligence officials who signed the document saying, "Oh yeah, that's real, no problem."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, all of these lies that they have been pushing for the last 2 decades are just insane. It just blows my mind that they would let this shit go as far as it goes. And then here we are. You know, the Trump tariffs thing, they're even freaking out about that now. These tariffs a lot of these tariffs may not ever happen.
Right.
And that's what Trump is actually hoping, is that they don't happen.
Right. He's using them as a negotiating tool, basically.
Yeah. And, you know, the whole, okay, Trump on the BRIC, you know, we'll just go ahead and go into this. BRICS nations.
Okay.
You know,
Russia, China, India,
I'm not
Brazil.
sure what all they are. I know that Russia, China,
Brazil,
India.
Russia, India, China. I can't remember what the S is.
The problem with that, and I think it's going to backfire, is those nations are trying to move away from not only the U.S. dollar, but the U.S. economy.
Yes.
And separate themselves from it. These tariffs aren't going to mean shit.
If they've already dropped the petrodollar, it don't matter.
And they walk away from our manufacturing and separate themselves. Now, yeah, they're going to want to sell things in our country.
Right.
You know, I don't want to admit it, but I did look at a Chinese motorcycle. I sat on one. I didn't buy it. I don't want it. I am still boycotting China, but I did buy an Indian motorcycle.
Well, there you go.
And that $5,000 Indian motorcycle would have probably been $8,000
if tariffs were placed on it.
Yeah, and would it be right? Sure. If India is going to impose tariffs on our shit coming into their country, I think equal
absolutely
equal treatment is necessary. But not only that, moving that manufacturing and creating the incentives through lower taxes and tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, repatriating that industry back into this country.
Absolutely.
For our population to have jobs.
And that's a damn good move on Trump's part to do that. At least try to, but you're not going to get every industry. You're not going to get them all to move here.
No, but 10% maybe. You know what 10% of that industry moving here would do to us? It would immediately, this shit's going to happen over time, but think about that. Imagine the tax revenue coming back in.
So you've got starting out with the construction,
lower taxes and
right,
the tariffs, but not only that, with the new GDP coming in.
Well, you've also got in-house jobs like the construction for the buildings to be put together. You've got the people working in the factories that are constantly now having a job. You've got more employment. You've got more opportunity. You're doing nothing but helping all the way around, as well as manufacturing a quality product in America.
And then not only that, sending illegal aliens back.
Yes.
What is that going to do to wages?
It's going to finally make wages go back up. Because, well,
what is one of the things they admitted it? They wanted wages to stay low.
Yeah.
And that's just one more reason to flood the country with illegal aliens.
Absolutely. And I make more now than I have ever made in my life on the hour. And I barely have money left at the end of each week.
That is the inflationary policies of Bidenomics.
Yes. And that's what Trump is going to change. And if it takes tariffs, if it takes whatever it takes, opening that oil line back up, I hope that happens on day one.
Oh, yeah. My truck, the truck that I drove when I was working for the other company I was working for, I hauled that pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
to where it was supposed to be laid.
Right.
And I was proud to do so.
Absolutely.
Dude, I made a lot of money doing that stuff.
But you were helping the betterment of this country,
yes,
as well as being paid for it.
Yeah.
Which is a great capitalist system.
Pulling pipe out of Pennsylvania and hauling it down to Kansas.
You can't talk like that on the radio, Bubba. Pulling pipe.
Shut up. What are you, 10? Damn. Yeah, but you know, I had gas pipe on my trailer that was painted green. Yeah. Hauling it down to you know, Kansas, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota. I hauled a lot of pipe into Williston, North Dakota.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's where a lot of that stuff was being laid.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at that and you go, wow, you know, I made all that money doing that shit. And then they let it lay there. Kind of like the border wall.
Right.
I hauled steel for the border wall.
And they just let it lay there.
And they let it lay there and ended up scrapping some of it and selling some of it for whatever. And I'm like...
Which, again, in my opinion, was a treasonous move. But
oh, yeah. Yeah, another treasonous act.
But, yeah, that pipeline's going to help a lot. That's going to help immediately turn things around economically. People are going to have money. The illegals leaving this country, that's going to turn things around economically. People are going to have money. I don't know about you and how your industry's going right at this moment. I know you've updated us a lot.
It hurts right now. Well, not only is it winter, but it was slow before winter.
Right.
I mean, the economy is not what the Democrats say it is. And again, I'm going to repeat this too, is that Wall Street is doing bangers, man. Every single day, just bangers. Main Street is boarding up fucking windows.
Something's very bad about that situation. That's not the way it's supposed to look.
No, it's because our government is propping up Wall Street and then saying, look at how great the economy is. Look at how great. Yeah. Y'all are propping it up with our tax dollars.
Exactly.
That's a house of cards, Bubba.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When Main Street is shutting down, you can't support that through the GDP. It's just not going to work.
It's going to crash, and it's going to crash hard.
And I'm predicting a lot of pain in between here and there. Even when Trump gets in, I'm almost expecting a nasty stock market crash, a correction that needs to happen so that we're on the level again, and it's going to fucking hurt.
If Powell's still in there, he's going to do everything he can to hurt Trump.
Yeah.
He's already made that very clear. He did it last time. He can't stand Trump.
That's why they're trying to kill the Fed.
Yeah, they need to kill the Fed. The Fed is not federal. It has no reserves.
I see the bumper stickers, arrest the bankers, you know.
They need to. But I know one person who's a GM of a gas station. Mm-hmm. Sales are horribly down in that particular aspect. I know a person who's a GM of a auto parts store. I know 2 GMs of auto parts stores, as a matter of fact, now. And they're both telling me business is down.
Yeah, business is garbage.
Nobody has money to do it. No. I personally work in the food industry, and I can tell you business is horridly down in the food industry right now.
Yeah.
Hospitality is suffering big time now.
I'm going to go off the rails real quick again, and I'm going to repeat this. All these dumbass celebrities that have pushed the Democrat communist agenda make their living off of the disposable income of the population. And now a lot of them, you know, they said they were leaving when Trump got in. A lot of them have left.
Thank God Hanks moved to Greece. That dude must be scared of something.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what all he's into.
The Epstein and Diddy files.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't wait for all of that to come out. You know what I want to see? The Soros files.
Oh, God.
That's what I want to see.
Who's been playing the Soros game?
Yeah, who's on his payroll? How many DAs? How many judges? How many prosecutors across this country are on the payroll of destroying this country from the inside out? How many sheriffs? How many law enforcement? How many all the way across the board? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
And I would love to find that kind of stuff out.
Well, like law enforcement, we've got, what is this? Fannie Willis is the very last
Oh, yes.
Very last Trump trial going on, and it honestly, it's not going to last long.
I mean, credit for perseverance.
Fat Fanny, man, she is.
That Fat
really
Fanny just don't quit.
She's full of herself, and she's full of hate.
Yeah,
and that's the only reason why this is still going on, and she hasn't given up.
Well, in my recollection, you can't just choose a person from a law enforcement standpoint and decide you're going to go after them and no one else.
Yeah, right. Show me the person and I'll show you the crime.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically what's happened in all of these cases here. They found the person and then they just had to fabricate the crime, and that's what's going on here still. It won't last long, I think. And I think Fannie Willis is actually going to hurt herself worse the longer she takes this on.
Oh, absolutely.
The closer to Trump's presidency that she doesn't drop this shit,
right,
is going to look even worse on her.
And then we're going to start hearing that she's getting threats and she's getting
that's already happening. They're already trying to say that they're getting threatened and crap like that. Whatever.
I'm here to tell you, if anyone that claims they're on the right side is doing something like that, they're not on the right side.
Yeah,
they're on the
you're
left.
a piece of shit. Don't do it.
Yeah. You're no longer
and
part
that's
of the movement.
If you are threatening Democrats, like death threats, bomb threats, any of that shit, you're a piece of shit. Stop it.
Right. And no, wanting the price of treason paid is not a death threat. I want to be very clear there.
There you go.
I can just hear them now. We got our death threat early. No, I said the price of treason should be paid as such. And I'm not the one that made the price up. The Constitution did.
Yeah.
So you know what would help everyone?
What's that?
Read the Constitution.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Jerry Hicks, also known as the Dark Wolf.
And I am CD Spivey.
And this has been another episode of Censored Freedom.
Follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
X, Rumble,
we're
Blue
on
Sky.
Yeah, Blue Cry, yeah. Love y'all. Take care.
Bye, guys.